Deep in Hokkaido, a school once filled with laughter now stands silent, abandoned, forgotten, haunted. Local legend tells of Okiku, a student who disappeared mysteriously and was never found. They say she never left. Students claimed they heard whispers at night, in an empty classroom, with no living soul present. Some say Okiku's spirit was awakened during a forbidden ritual performed by students. A doll left behind, its hair growing longer with time. Locals believe it holds Okiku's soul. A Shinto priest once entered to bless the grounds, but left midway, pale and trembling. Locals warn strangers, never go near that school after sunset. Unexplained shadows captured on abandoned CCTV. No person ever entered. The school is sealed off by the local government, but they won't tell why. Some say if you call her name 3 times near the gates, you'll hear a faint reply. High atop Dominican Hill, a school was built where nuns were once beheaded during World War II. Students often reported hearing screams in the night and footsteps in the locked corridors. No one touches it, but every midnight, the old bell rings once. One girl saw a nun with no head standing near the toilet mirror, then fainted on the spot. Once a priest's chamber, now a classroom where no light bulb ever stays on. A priest tried to perform an exorcism. He never finished. He fled halfway. Children say they see a girl on the swing, always at dusk, always silent. Secret reports from the 1980s document dozens of mental breakdowns among students here. The hotel's dark history infected the school. Some say the spirits followed the walls. Today, the building is still used, part school, part horror attraction, but the spirits still roam free. Nestled in Kurshong's hills, Dowhill School seems ordinary, until the fog creeps in and silence turns sinister. Locals fear the stretch between Dowhill and Forest Office, where a headless boy is said to walk. Students report footsteps echoing in empty halls, and whispers coming from locked rooms. A former principal allegedly committed suicide on these grounds. His presence is still felt. At night, locals claim to hear children laughing when the school's completely empty. Some who entered the forest behind the school were found days later, confused, traumatized, or never found. Even staff whisper of dark energies, of being watched, of cold hands brushing past their necks. One morning, the board was found smeared in red. No entry signs had been triggered. The school still operates. Authorities deny the hauntings, but locals say the silence is part of the curse. Brave enough to walk Dowhill's trail after sunset? Locals dare you to try, but don't go alone. They call it the Lady on the Hill, El Paso High School, Texas, but behind its classical beauty hides a chilling history. Students swear they've seen a girl in a 1920s dress vanish into thin air near the upstairs hall. One classroom remains permanently sealed. No one knows why or what's behind it. Late at night, janitors hear voices echoing through empty hallways, voices that don't belong to the living. One yearbook photo showed a girl who wasn't there, the cheerleader with no name. Some say the basement once stored coffins during war. Bloodstains remain and they never dry. A figure in white roams the rooftop in the rain. She cries for someone. No one knows who. Students have reported sudden smells of decay when no one's around. Some believe the old principal still walks the halls, protecting or punishing. El Paso High remains open, but they say the school breathes when no one's looking. Milestone School in Dhaka, famous for results but whispered about in fear, a tragedy buried beneath textbooks. In 2023, a fire swallowed part of the school. Some children never came out, their stories left untold. She ran back into fire to save her students. Today, some still hear her voice echoing down the halls. Guards report footsteps climbing the stairs. Slow, steady, even when the school is empty. On Fridays, girls faint in the washroom. Some say they hear whispers behind them. No one's there. No one goes to the third floor after dark. Lights flicker, doors bang, shadows crawl. One night, CCTV captured students playing, but the school had been locked for hours. A girl once vanished between periods, her bag found, her name whispered by no one. The old teacher's room stays freezing, even in summer. Some say she never left after the fire. Behind trophies and medals lie screams never heard. Is Milestone haunted, or just hiding its shame?
Subscribe for more mysteries.